All right, so this is another Tour de Zwift race that we're doing here, and this is stage two. And yeah, uh, I got a separate phone here so I can use the power-ups if need be, but yeah, I still don't think I'm going to be racing too hard in this one, but we'll see how it goes. But about a minute 30 to the race. Um, got two water bottles. Got a slightly different setup. And I think, yeah, you can sort of see me. And it's hooked up to my Powerbeats Pro here because I saw that the audio was coming through that, which is nice. Got one cat in the cat tree. Now she's sadly left my side, so I'll take you back to the start of this. I didn't get as much time as I wanted to warm up because I'm always late and slow at things, especially when it's a particular event that I can do at a later time or whatever. But yep, stage two, we're in the B group with 11.1 miles. This is Innsbrucking. Innsbrucking? All right, I'm gonna have to look up how to actually pronounce that because clearly I'm an idiot. But 10 seconds left. Start ramping up the power a little bit because you want to start a little bit fast, but not like too fast. All right, and we're off. Yeah, usually everybody starts really, really fast, and that's the most difficult thing. You have to decide like right at the start if you want to be in the running to actually win the race or not, which kind of sucks, but I know that I'm not that great and most definitely not going to come close to winning. So feather is the first power up. I actually don't know how. Actually, it looks like this is a pretty hilly race. It finishes, if you can see on the right there, it looks like it starts fairly group breaking up here. So I'm going to try to hang with them. Going up 2% grade. Want to make sure that I'm always drafting. Looks like there's already two groups ahead of me. The group behind me currently in 58th place. Bad shift, negative 1% grade. Oh, geez. Yeah, they're trying to stay up with that first group, which is going to be quite challenging, I think. It's like a little group right behind it. And I think they're trying to catch up, which I don't think is actually going to happen. Got like a straggler. But yeah, if I try to catch that other group, it would be when we actually hit the hills, because there's no way I would catch them with like an easy effort at this time. So yeah, want to stay with the group that's drafting, keep my legs fresh for the end of the race. Yeah, according to my map, there's like around 4 groups, so the other thing is like I wish they would tell us when the power-ups were, because that way I would know by what time I have to get rid of this feather. I think in this game particularly, not the feather, but the arrow helmet, that's not a good shift. The arrow helmet or the drafting bus is probably the best power up. Yeah, we're in a very, very small group. Not a very good chance of like surviving, which is not great. But sticking with the group with relatively not too much effort. Switch you back. So, yeah. I'm not sure what the elevation will be when we finish or how much. Oh, I'm getting away. Gotta make sure I can keep up with them. But yeah, the feather is good for hills, so it would be fairly good for this stage. It's just I have no idea when I should use it by. I have no idea if I'm going to hit a huge grade really quickly, but we will see. Right now, 146 beats per minute heart rate. So pretty high for this early in the game, but it's a race, I guess, so should be going somewhat hard. It looks like we're falling off the pack here, so man, my shifts are not good today. Yeah, the other group right now, if you can see them right there, they're about 36 seconds ahead of us. So until that actually starts going down, we'll know like there's a group branching off and we're sort of catching them. There's a couple guys coming to back us up, which is good. Big group, that's good. I feel the love and support. So try to stay up with these people. Whew. 155, pretty high, but not too bad. Towards the end of it, I might get to like a 170, 180 range, depending on how hard I decide to go. But it might just happen inevitably because we're going up a hill, but yeah, we will see. It's flat, looks like 3 miles into it, maybe like 5, 6 miles actually. And it has the finish line bubble straight up a hill, so yeah, we will see. Whew. Should have warmed up more. Already getting real hot. Switching back before like 2%, negative 2%. Now we're at 4 or 5. I could use it now, but yeah, let's just use it now. Feather being used now. Everybody slowed way up for it. Oh, looks like a guy. Computer crapped out on him or something. All right. Looks like that's a huge group in front of us. We're at 282 right now, so pretty high, but it's up a hill, so 8% grade to be exact. Just want to make sure we're sticking right behind somebody, not wasting all our energy. All right, level off, downhill. Yep. Oh God, they're gone. Guys right there, smart to stick right behind me. Just went through me. Now I'm on him. All right, back up. All right, we're sort of in the middle of no man's land, so not an ideal place to be, but yeah, something you have to react. You have to sort of predict what's going to happen because you can't really anticipate unless you know the course, which I do not. So yeah, they're 12 seconds ahead of us already, which sucks, but what are you going to do? These guys won't lead, so we'll see. We'll see what happens when we hit the big hills. I think a power-up station is coming. We'll see what we get. All right, that's weird. All right, let's see what we got. All right, that's a good one. That's a good one. Now, if only we can get a pack that we can draft off of. All right, that group is now 20 seconds ahead of us, which is not great. My legs are starting to get really itchy, which is kind of weird. Getting pretty tired, but it's only like 6 miles more. That's the great thing about this rage race. This rage is it's only 11.1 miles, so not a very long time suck. Yeah, that group ahead of us is still 20 seconds. We'll see if they break apart or what we can do here. Looks like we're going about the same rate there. But yeah, I should have stuck with that and spent the energy too. Back to me. See how I'm doing. Not doing very well. You can't see all the sweat that's coming down, but there is a bunch of sweat coming down. And we're in a group of 3, including myself. So there's a 4th coming by. and he just blasted past us. Other guy wants to go with him. He'll eventually slow down. What is he putting out? Yeah, like 3.7. He's not going that much faster. Yeah, I'm not sure what the point of that is. Just to go straight past a group. Maybe he didn't do it on purpose, but yeah, he's slowing down, so we're just helping him out. All right. Yeah, it's those downhills that screw me. Because I downshift into a small gear so that the cadence stays up, and then everybody else is at a high cadence or at a low cadence at a relatively high watt output. And when you make the turn, you immediately have the right gear where I have to shift and get the right effort. So that's where we run into that issue. And that group is getting a little bit further ahead of us. You can't see, instead of 21 seconds, it's now 28, 29. And yeah, that's why, yeah, they're getting pretty far after it. Yeah, I don't know why my legs are so itchy. Do not scratch there. Do not scratch. Just rub gently. 6.1 miles. Got 5 left. Get a swig of Gatorade. Continue onwards. Yeah, unless something dramatic happens, I don't think we're going to catch that group. But we'll see. There's always people that fall off the front of the pack that are just trying to hang on. In fact, I had a friend, a fellow Zwifter, do that and comments on my activity. He's watching this feed. Shout out to you, buddy. And I also don't know how I passed you either. I don't pay too much attention to it if I'm not racing with one of my friends. But 2%. All right. Turning up ahead. I'm gonna have to burn this drafting thing somewhere because we're eventually gonna come up to a new one, and you can't have a power up, an existing power up when you pass it, or else you just keep the power up. Works similarly to Mario Kart. So you have to put the shell behind your back, waiting for it to launch when you cross it or whatever. It's kind of like that, except you can't hold on to it. All right, let's just burn it now. I'm switching back and forth because I'm missing a gear somewhere. But drafting boost is over, and now I'm sure they expect me to pull them in. But that group ahead of us is still getting further and further ahead of us. They're not looking promising with About 3.7 miles to go. Back to me in the studio office, though. Yeah, doing all right. Nothing too fancy here, just hard work. 162 beats per minute heart rate, and RPM still over 80, so that's good. Means I'm not dead yet. And but I can feel the pack slowing down slowly. So we're going to try to make the group go a bit faster, but still 3 miles, still plenty of race to go. Problem is they're still getting further and further away from us. Right now they're 47 seconds ahead of us. So that's not ideal. Yeah, not really much to talk about because we're sort of in the stranded group that should have just held on to the group, and now we're a bit too late because they're already almost a minute ahead of us, which is like close to a half mile at the rate they're going. But yeah, looking at the map, there's nobody behind us. So we're like 61 to like 64. Nobody else behind us, so no group will pass us. Unless the group significantly drops pace. In fact, about 35 seconds ahead on the next guy, 44, and then 126. It's a pretty small pack behind us. In fact, it's not actually a pack, it's just single individual people trying to hang on for dear life. All right. Sweating pretty heavily here. No big deal. I guess we're not going to hit a big hill. Yeah, I guess not. Because I feel like already Zwift, the app is kind of funky. I'm not entirely sure what it's telling me. All right. 3, 4, 5 grade, 6. Not a good gear. Back to 8%. Group is now 20 seconds ahead of us. So not too bad, but once they start going down, they'll see that. Come on, buddy. Come on. Thumbs up, maybe? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh boy. 2 miles to go. So, if I understand, this was a loop, so this was that last thing that we did. So, we'll go downhill and then back uphill after this. So, trying my best not to spend all my energy on this. Yeah, it hurt pretty bad. Trying to stay behind these guys, where I'm sure also hurting pretty bad. That guy's gone. Yeah, you really have to hit that hill the proper way. Because if you don't, as you can see, the guy says 7 seconds ahead of us already. That's ridiculous. Back up. Same thing. So got into the high gear. Stand up. Chase after him. Wee. Yeah. Hurting pretty bad. That group ahead of us. Pretty far ahead of us. That looks like 57 seconds. 2 people fell off the group, so they might slow down. But yeah, hurting pretty bad. Hopefully I can get the distance to finish properly this time. Basically, anything under 0.1, I should be sprinting all out. So we will try to do that. There's a power-up station right here. Swig a Gatorade right before it. See what we get. Aero helmet. Nope. No power-up, just more points. Sad days. So about 1 mile to go, so like 3.5 minutes-ish will be the finish. So let's try and bring some people in. Under a mile to go. Stick with them. Whew. Yeah, I'm tired. 0.5 to go. Double check if I'm still alive here. I'm still alive. Whew. All right. We can do this. Positive thoughts. There are no large hills, so all good. You can finish this. Make sure you pull up and down, up and down. Come on. You got this. No big deal. Just like any other day. You can see the finish line in front of me. Guys start picking it up. Head up. Finish way before you get there. 60-second, 232 average, 158 average heart rate, time 27 minutes 45 seconds. So not really too close to anybody. And yeah, I'd say relatively hard effort on my part, but there you are. There's the, I can't even pronounce it. I'll put it in the actual description. But that's all. Thank you for watching, and see you on Zwift, stage 3. Thanks for watching.